What
made it.
up?
Dude, what's up, Blaze? How's it going?
Yo, man, Grady. Awesome. Man, how is the West Coast right now? I mean,
Dude, it's weirdly raining. It's raining for the first time in a millennium.
what?
I
Damn,
know.
that's
Pouring
crazy as
rain.
hell. And you know what? It is beautiful and sunny out here. I don't know how. Go figure that shit. I'm all the way on the other side of the fucking country in Ohio, and the sun is shining today somehow.
What the fuck?
Crazy.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I know. Out here for the first time ever. I've been in the studio for like 3 days straight. And literally I walked out. I got here and it's sunny and happy and everything. And then I get outside after, locking myself in my dungeon. And yeah, it's just raining, pouring ass rain everywhere. Trash cans are flipped over. And I'm like, well, what? Didn't I move to
sound like
California
you got
for
some of that crazy weather we had a couple of days ago, man. I was just telling everybody last night how sick it was around here, like tornado-ish type shit. But, obviously Kentucky and some of the other states really got slammed hard.
Oh,
but,
dude,
yeah,
I heard about
that. Effects of that shit. It was
dude,
weird.
I heard there was like a massive tornado that went through.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my brother-in-law's in Kentucky, and it ran through like a whole neighborhood that was 15 or 20 miles from him.
Damn. Like, yeah, it ain't no joke, man.
Dude,
Kentucky, really, they get that weather. It's like in that part of that country, it seems like it's all the way, you'll get Oklahoma and some of them places over there. It seems like it moved and shifted over a little further and went straight up that way. But yeah,
oh yeah, dude, it wrecked through a whole bunch of shit.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Apparently it's also raining in Mississippi. Did you hear that?
Damn, no.
What? I don't know. That's just what the comments say. But I heard we had a video coming up that Silver Ray Gun Studio did, Damien. That guy?
Yes, sir. That's what it is.
Hey.
That's right. Silver Ray Gun Studio. That is. Yeah, that was some shit though. This is why we're here, right? Because at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the video drops live, like right here. When you done talking to us, it's just gonna kick you over there so you can see the video for yourself. The world premiere of the video, right? What's the song title?
Dream. Did you know that
that's right.
Death rules everything around me.
That's right. Death rules everything around me.
That's right. But yeah, man. That was. I'll let you. So anyone who doesn't know how that video happened was, so we were playing, right? Of course, out in Michigan. Yep. And that was just really as fast as we could get it done, right before the set, before we were playing.
Yeah, we had some we weren't fucking around. This isn't our first video though. I don't know if everybody knows. This is our second video together. Like, yeah, this is the first video we did for this project. Because the first time we were up together, it was back in Cali. I remember I was on tour. And I came through and man, it was a whole different production. Now, this time we were out in Detroit and y'all got to see some of the beautiful scenery in Detroit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got some beautiful alleys, a bunch of piles of rocks, some abandoned buildings, some everything. Oh, man, that was funny. Yeah, well, because we were just trying to figure out, okay, what do we have around the venue? What can we make happen? What can we do? Because it was the only time we were going to be out there for months. It's like, might as well get out there, get someone. It was nice that Damien was able to be found to get that done.
For sure. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, with all the shit going on, COVID and all the craziness, it's hard to get together and actually, actually do stuff like this, to be live together and doing videos and things. Like right now, you're on the West Coast and I'm all the way on the Midwest. And so it was cool to get this done there. I know we were out at St. Andrews Hall to begin with, and we did a few shots right outside of St. Andrews when we were started off there. And I think we moved on to a couple of different places. I know one of the places we did end up, and I don't know if you remember this, but when we were at we went to the cemetery, right?
Yeah, the cemetery where there's literally a whole funeral service that we had to bounce out of.
Yeah, it wasn't just that. It was like I swear the ground must have been caked with water. And it seemed like flood conditions type shit, because there was water everywhere we were walking. But like Grady's saying, there was nothing. There was a funeral procession. It was a very long one. So somebody that died was well loved and well respected because he had a big dumbass funeral procession. And when we were finishing out, I felt a little weird because there were people still dropping flowers and stuff on graves. And here we are painted up, running around in the fucking cemetery. Like, get out of our way. We finna do our video and shit. And then on top of it, actually trying to respect the dead because, you know, we were walking across past graves. You know, I remember
trying to move our way.
Everybody was trying to kick across and, you know what I'm saying? Just like tiptoeing around like, hold on, man. We just, you know, you got to respect that man. He's dead, bro.
That shit was so funny because we're just sitting there like, okay, where can we walk? Just going through and we're just like, you know, we'll follow Damien and hopefully he doesn't step on shit. We're just walking around through everything like, okay, well, fuck, I guess this is an option. Dude, death rules everything around me. Funeral right there. It literally ruled the video. We had to move shit around.
Enough did. Yeah, that's kind of where we got, you know, for real. I don't know if anybody knows the, obviously is a little interploitation is what is that what they call it? When we, you know, with a little cream, you know, cash rules everything around me. Well, I just death rules everything around me. So, it was, you know, I said we had a good time just filming the shit. I mean, that was the first time actually going out and hanging out and doing some shit as well. But it was like a time crunch, like a motherfucker. Like, hey, we got to get this shit done. We got to get these shots because it was straight guerrilla shooting. That was the old school. It was right back to how we used to do videos. Like, all right, we finna pull up. Everybody, I'm gonna get the camera set up and shit, and then y'all jump out and you know, hit your lyrics, and then y'all get your guitars real quick, and you know, get the bass, and make sure y'all here. I got some spaces where I want y'all out and at. And I remember that big rock pile. They had y'all climbing up this shit. I was like, God damn, you know, I'm glad I was on the other end of that and not up on that motherfucking big ass rock pile back there. That was some shit.
I've got this thing, right? And I'm literally I'm on top of a rock pile, balancing on two corners of a rock, trying to go hard as shit so that I don't worry about dropping, you know, my freaking guitar or onto my face.
Right.
I was like, geez, what am I supposed to do? But hey, I'll let you know, all in all, that was a fun shoot. And we had 2 hours till sound check?
For sure.
It was literally there, and it's like, hey, sound checks in 2 hours. Let's figure it out. So this was okay, let's go. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's figure out what we can do in this alley. Okay, let's figure out what we can do on this. Oh, I'll let you know. The video was fun. It was a blast. We had a blast doing it. And it was sick. They did a good job. And then I know Jeremy went through and re-edited it. So he did a whole edit of it, all the stuff there. But no,
that's what's up. Dude, I know when I first seen the first edit of the video, I left it up to you guys for sure because the first edit I seen, I liked it, but there was some things that I missed that I know we filmed. Like, we were out there filming a bunch of shit, and I was, you know, I was like, maybe, you know, he didn't like what it looked like on his end or something. So, I'm anxious to see the full-on edits that Jeremy did because I know he probably rocked that shit because I'm telling you, he was out there doing his thing too. It was, you know, the four of us. And so that was cool. And, you know, Damien had an idea, and it was cool just, you know, just giving somebody else a shot to do with their idea to see what it would look like and shit.
Well, I'll let you know, really, very rarely, especially in Oh the Horror, are we able to just let other people do stuff. Because we do the production, we do the videos, we do locations, we do all these things. So we're just like, oh, this is more or less hands off for us, which was kind of sick. I was kind of hyped about it.
Yeah.
Just being able. By the way, what jersey are you wearing? Oh, the Blaze You Dead Homie?
Yeah, I was about to put my Oh the Horror jersey on, but I was like, it might bang off the pink, might bang off on everybody. It might not be able to see me so well over here and shit. That is one of my favorite jerseys. I ain't bullshitting though, for real. I love how that came out, that sublimated style with I don't know why they call that, but that's cool as hell. I like that one. I took one from the motherfucking office. I was like, give me one of them Oh the Horror jerseys. So I did take one, and I got one upstairs.
I know. Now. I got one somewhere in here, somewhere in the studio hiding. And no, I'll let you know. I like a lot how a lot of the jerseys are coming out. They just look sick because I really like the Dead Inside one. I think that one was probably my favorite, just color scheme wise, because it matches all my shit. But yeah, the Halloween 365 one was really good. That jersey looks sick. I like the tie you have right here. Like
hell yeah, that's that old school.
Yeah,
that old school hockey tie. They got to. Back in the day, I think their pads were too big. They had to put a tie on there to tie them up and shit. They were like, hey, but I think they realized later on that a motherfucker would choke you with that bitch and be like, they try to choke you out on the motherfucker. So like, let's take those off. So modern day jerseys, you don't see the tie too much. I don't see them too much on there.
So someone doesn't rip it off and murder you with it.
Because right. I mean, that's what they want to do.
So I went to so off topic. I went to a hockey game like I must have been like 10 years ago, and I saw some dude. They get into a fight. They bring out the brawler, right, to come out and just beat the shit out of some dude. And the dude's skate falls off, and he goes to grab it. Oh. And I'm like, is he gonna cut somebody with his skate?
Oh man, I'm telling you, hockey is crazy. Like some of the nastiest shit happens. Like people, I don't think people realize how fucking sharp that goddamn blade is, man. It's like, speaking of blades, Damien gave me a blade for this video. And he was like, here, bro, I just brought this with me. I figured, blades, you could have this fucking blade and shit. And, I was like, damn, I never, a prop for the fucking video. Okay. So I was in there with that thing.
It's a real ass.
Remind me of, like, man, just, how quick you can just slice somebody or yourself while you're out here. I'm getting hyped. Trying to get hyped. I'm like, damn, I must have got close to stabbing Jonathan. I want to apologize again for this shit because we were very close in some spots of this video. You got to be careful. You don't want to stab your homie on accident and shit. But yeah, it was fun, man. I'm telling you, it was just so different doing some of the shit. And, bringing props out. That was cool, man. Like, it's like Damien had an idea and we just, we ran with it. It was cool as fuck, man.
No, it was a lot of fun. I think for us, we were just trying to figure out, okay, what are we doing? Luckily, he took charge pretty well because that's not a thing normally. Usually, we have to deal with people being an idiot, and luckily, the guy wasn't that. So he knew his shit.
That was cool.
He had all his locations set. He's like, okay, we're gonna go here, 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 and then he's like, okay, well, this one dropped, so we're gonna have to go here, here, and then I also found this other spot we can go do, so we'll try going there. And it's like, fuck, okay. I mean, whatever we got to do, let's do it. Yeah,
I mean, it's cool working with somebody who's got a little vision and shit. I said I think it really came together pretty sweet, and that was that was probably one of the coolest things about it. And I don't know if that did the bat make it into the final edit, because I don't think I remember seeing it in the first edit.
I don't remember because I saw the final edit one time. And
see, you're one up on me, Grady.
One time I saw it and I was like, I don't fucking remember. Maybe it might have.
I just want to see Jonathan swinging this motherfucker around, trying to crack somebody with a fucking bat on fire. Like, God damn it.
Oh, yeah, because we lit a bat on fire in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
as you do, of course, with our fire extinguisher ready to go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he had everything ready too. He came out there, was like, you know what? I think we're gonna take this bat in the fire to the cemetery. And sure enough, that shit got nixed quick because we were out there amongst like the whole procession and a bunch of people visiting their relatives and shit. So it was like, okay, we probably shouldn't light this motherfucker over here, because that will for sure had the cops called on us. But
absolutely.
Other locations where we were at, we had people rolling around us, probably the same thing, but everybody was mad cool. Like I remember just walking down the alleyway and we're just all painted and, full and getting ready to do the shit. And a dude just pulls up for his spot and just gets out and he goes inside. I was like, damn, we thought this motherfucker was abandoned. Like this building looked abandoned and a motherfucker, but somehow my dude was there. That was his spot. And he didn't say nan word. He was just like, all right, well, I guess they're just doing something over there. That's cool.
Yeah, they're just
some wild shit, man. That's
they're just vibing. Though. Yeah. So we didn't get a real bat. We got a real baseball bat made of baseball bat.
Yes.
Instead of made of bat.
No, it was like a Louisville Slugger. It was like the real thing. He had one. He brought it out. It was real. He wrapped that bitch up. He was like, I am dousing this with kerosene and gasoline and everything. I'm going to light this motherfucker up. And, you know, you guys just do your thing. We're like, okay,
just
don't
be
hit me
menacing
with that bat, Jonathan, and let's just do this.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to see him like just, and I'm like, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been a great, because I think I'm walking like pretty close to behind him. I was like, maybe I don't want to get hit by that and be on fire. Not a huge fan necessarily, but you know what?
I mean, like I said, you could feel confident though. He brought his fire extinguisher. He was ready to put it out. But I do remember when he put it out the first time, it took a little longer than we had thought that it would, you know, be put. That fire was still going. I was like, hey man, like you might want to actually put that out.
You might want to
leave this fire burning in Detroit. Something's gonna happen. There are too many empty buildings around this motherfucker.
Dude, real life. Yeah, someone is gonna be like, oh, I guess the purge is starting today.
Exactly.
I
mean, it looks like that every now and again, and then maybe we might have looked like some purge characters and some ready to start our own purge, because we were, like I said, in the middle and, you know, in the city and some of the lesser desirable areas, and then some of them that were very close to, you know, big main roads. Like, I mean, we were right next to one of the main roads in Detroit, Woodward. We were right there, like 2 blocks off of it. So there were people that were driving past us and pulling up and, you know, hey, and hey, man, I know y'all. Hey, what's up? And, you know, so that was kind of crazy.
No. So when it came to what people probably don't know is this the EP has been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know that this has been kind of a thing we've been trying to figure out for almost right about a year.
Oh man, I'm telling you, like, ready. Honest to God, I remember when I first talked to y'all when we were doing the first video, I told y'all I had, you know, idea. I really wanted to do some different stuff, some live. I love that you guys do live music. I love that you guys are producing your own shit. And I really wanted to be down to try to do some different stuff with that. And I remember we were talking about it way back then. And then it just, you know, it slowly, we started talking about it. Tracks started coming over to me. And through the craziness of what goes on sometimes with so much on your plate and things happening, I was doing these tracks and then they just got lost in the sauce. Like, I remember I remember you guys sent like four or five different tracks. There were 6 tracks altogether sent at first. And 2 of them were unnamed. And the other 4, already had stems and everything was ready. And it was like, okay, here's your spot, you know, do your thing, Blaze. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went in there and it was the same thing. Like I specifically went in there and just started, you know, knocking them out. It's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had these done, and come to find out after, you know, waiting, we did not talk like directly for some reason, because I didn't have your guys' number. And now I thank God I do, but before I didn't. And the dude, the engineer doing the shit, recording everything, was not sending everything back. Like, he sent 1 track back. So I think in the midst of it, everybody was like, hey, maybe Blaze isn't trying to do this anymore. Like, what happened? Maybe he's not trying to do this.
Well, we were like,
but it really.
So we're on our end, right? We're just like, I mean, I guess fuck it, or what's happening? Because we're sitting there like, these songs are bangers and they're so much fun and they're sick tracks, and we're just like, I guess maybe we'll just hit people up and see what happens. And then eventually you're like, no, dude, I recorded everything.
No, yeah, it was like straight up. Yeah, I recorded everything that I had set up. And then, like I said, I came back to you because by that time I was working on other shit. And I was like, you know, I had ESN going and I was doing some other shit and doing a little bit of this, little of that. And so things were slow in the process. So I remember I just hit you back. I was like, hey man, you guys got some ideas for the last 2? Just throw them over to me the same way we did them. And I'm going to knock those out too. And we'll get together and we'll finish it. And, you know, and it actually, when it started, when we got to talking, it went a lot faster. It was like, okay, here we go. Let's get this shit done.
I know we had the merch table set up at Astro, and we were like, so like, what's going on with this? You're like, no, I did them. They're
right.
What do you mean they're done? What do you mean they're done? 100%.
Yeah, we were. I swear, I told them, I was like, man, I think I told Madrox later on. I was like, man, I think they might be a little pissed because they might like. I think somebody done made me look stupid because I straight up did all these tracks. I sent it back to them, and I know they were working hard on their shit. And we're trying to build some shit, and that's exactly what it was. Like I told, man, I like doing music, and I love doing different music and stuff that challenges me too, because it's like that's not my typical cup of tea. I don't, I'm not always doing stuff to live music per se. And so it was like one of my, I was hype when I got it. It was like, oh, it's organic. Okay, I can get at this. I know what this is about. Like death rules everything around me. I know exactly where we're going with this and where I'm going to go with it. And, it was very simple for me to just go. But the things that I like the most is, like I said, just the beat changes, the energy, the changes. It's like, because I'm working as a rapper, when you get a beat, you're usually getting a beat that has just one main beat, and it goes that way the whole time. And then when you get in there later on and you're production and shit, and you're fixing, you're mixing, that's when you start switching the beat around. Let me change this so it changes for this. Well, this was already pre-made changes. Like my beat, my song was on, my verse is on. It's like, okay, it's going like this, and then it goes now it's this guitar fucking jamming's going up this way. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna follow that. So that was, it was so much more fun, I think, writing to it, because it challenged me to, okay, this is what I'm going to do with this. So it's pretty much damn near mixed. I just got to get in there and lay my vocals, and it's going to be the hot shit.
Yeah, whenever I do a mix, like if I'm sending out a beat or anything, I want that beat to be able to be mixed and stand on its own regardless. And then I start editing things around when vocals come in. Because it's way easier for people to vibe on something if it's more or less, if it already slaps in your car, you can vibe to it. Because the issue is a lot of people send you something that's more like it's almost kind of done, but it's the same melody over, and now they just add 808s or take out 808s or do whatever they do there. And it's a lot cooler when it's just like, fuck, this song is done. Like I just need to do my shit and it's finished.
Right.
I think more people should do that, because I think you'd get cooler performances. Like people would just go harder because they're already vibing. No,
that's 100%, man. That's the truth. It's like, as I said, I for me, just coming from just straight rap genre or dead, whatever, dead gangster rap, whatever you want to call it. It's like, it's true. Usually the beats don't change until like the second bars of the second verse, and then the third verse might kick completely different than the first one. And, it usually is happening well after into the mixes. And like I said, doing this stuff with y'all was just, it's already pre-made there. And, like I said, just had me doing different things that I wouldn't do so much, I guess. So I thought, like I said, I had some fun.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Favorite track off the project. I'll let you know that song. Honestly, all these songs slap. Yeah, they're really high bass, high energy.
Yep.
Because I think D.R.E.A.M is John's favorite, and it has been for his entire time making it. Mine was Blood, Sex, Violence, because I just had a fun time with that track. But I know with Death Rules Everything Around Me, that was so that when that slaps, that bass that hits. So that was a bass that I made. It was an 808 that I like just destroyed with bullshit effects to have that sound to it. And I was like, oh fuck, I can do that with guitar. And then that's why it has that and you'll be able to see how it's played. And people will be like, oh shit.
That's what I think, man. I'll tell you, I think that's some of the coolest shit for real. Because people don't realize what it takes to do, all the extra stuff that's on the inner workings of the shit. And Grady, man, I'm telling you, Grady done killed this motherfucker, because that's what it is, man. Like production on it is awesome. If you listen and you're listening for stuff, like I remember one of the tracks we were doing, there was the guitar. I think it's in this. It's in D.R.E.A.M, right?
Where it has that little guitar lead in the background.
The guitar solo, like by itself a little bit. And I was like, that to me was cool as fuck too, because what I'm saying, I'm just so used to everything that I do almost has some vocal over the top of it. And it was like, that was cool to hear, what I mean? Just you're ripping it. And it was just cool because it's like he is doing his own speech, but he doing it on this motherfucking guitar. And it was just killing. So yeah, I was hyped, man.
No, it was. I'll let you know. It's super funny since that was made quite a while ago. like in my brain, it was made a year ago.
Right.
Because when I make beats, it's usually a 2 or 3 day thing, and it's done. And then my brain just forgets how to play it on guitar.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many tracks that I'm doing. So a lot of times I set up these tracks and I actually put the music notation somewhere on my computer. So I'll just have so I can, if I don't remember immediately how to play it, I can just look it up and relearn it.
Right.
And that one I remember because John had told me after I had packed everything up and we're leaving, he's like, by the way, we're doing the Dream video out there. And I was like, oh, sick. Yeah, because I don't have anything for that. So I'm just on the plane. I'm just listening to it like, okay, where's everything said? Like trying to figure out how to remember
getting back acquainted and shit. Man,
oh, yeah.
One of my favorite tracks got to be Chop Shop.
Look at this.
I had so much fun writing that. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, like, just writing that, I was like, oh man, what would I be doing at my chop shop? And it's 100% just everything on it is that way. I had a great time with that one, but I don't think people know that we were working on trying to do multiple videos for this. It wasn't just going to be one. We actually got another one that we were talking about doing, and I hope it comes to fruition because, like I said, we got to be together to do it. But there's some other stuff on there that I think really deserves it. And I was doing we were doing some green screen tries, and I was sending over mine, and it just doesn't look right unless you're on the same type of quality green screen or you got the same camera or, whatever it is, it's not coming together yet. But I really hope that we can, we get back out there and start doing it. Cause I'm telling you, there's some more shit on there. It definitely is video ready. And, I don't know if everybody knows, man, some of the funnest shit is just the skits, just having fun fucking around with them skits. That shit came together so quick. And I got to thank Madrox because he was involved with that a little bit. But that was some fun, man, for real.
So fun fact about the skits. And then I know it's almost time for that video and who's ready. So there, fucking words and stuff. I'll think of it. So for the skits, all the sound design for it is completely remade.
Yeah.
So like the car sounds and stuff like that, those, like everything I actually made from scratch to make that
dope. Work. Yeah. So, hell yeah.
I had a little
I mean, tell you, when that came together for him, it was I was in there, we were working on it and we were putting it together, and he was like, oh, this is what I was thinking because this is the idea they were giving me. And we were thinking about this, and let's, but that's the shit that you went back and actually fucking put everything alive to it and shit. That's dope, man. That's
I'll let you know. It was hard to figure out like how to make everything sound like it was in a car, then sound like it was out of the car, then sound like you were far away, then sound like you were next to us. Like I had to do all that, and I was like, man, I haven't done a whole bunch of that before. So I'm just like thinking, like wearing headphones, trying to think, okay, if Blaze is in front of me, where would it sound like? If Blaze was in the passenger,
I'm glad you did it because I'm telling you, I know I was reading some comments. People say they don't usually listen to the skits, but for the skits we were doing was just showing you how much fun we were actually having, doing the record because it was just, it was a lot of fun. And I said it did take longer than we expected, and that was partly, just engineering and fucking issues and shit. But it could have been that much quicker, just, what I'm saying? Because it was so fun just and organically just to do this shit. So I had a good time. So, you never know. Man, Blaze might meet Oda Horror again some other time down the way.
Blaze meets Oda Horror Part 2? The Electric Boogaloo?
You never know.
Oh my god, it was so much. Oh, it was so much fun. I'll let you know that was a blast. The tracks all turned out good. This video was sick. 30 seconds, and you guys are gonna pop out of here, and you're gonna go straight into there.
Yo, check it out. Play it for your friends. Play it for your mom. Play it for your dad. Play it for your cousins and everybody else over the Christmas break. And I hope y'all love it just as much as we do. Thank y'all for joining us and shit.
Thank you so much, guys. And put comments down there if you love it or you hate it. I want both of those.